I'm still very bullish on Turbo, and 50 cents, I'm maintaining that as my price target for this bull run. And again, even though that's not financial advice, the reason why is because I think Turbo pretty much has the makings of what we've seen with very successful meme coins in the past. We see that Turbo is listed in a bunch of major exchanges. Could be better, of course, but it's still pretty decent nonetheless. Take a look at the Binance listing, the KuCoin listing. That's absolutely massive. One of the biggest exchanges out there, Binance, and KuCoin is also very massive. So when I take a look at Turbo, in terms of, having that FOMO, that buying pressure, that buying volume during this bull run, I would say, and even during a fully fledged bull run, once it's in fifth gear, which I don't think we are in as of right now, but when that time does happen, I think that Turbo will have no problems, getting that, attention, that FOMO, that buying pressure, and again, that buying volume. So that has that covered in that aspect, right? Also on top of that, if you take a look at Turbo, the community is very passionate. Turbo could be doing caca, it could be doing amazing, whatever, right? It could be doing boring. They're still very passionate when it comes to this. And this is a very stark contrast to many other meme coins out there, because we see other meme coins out there, right? I'm not going to specifically name any names, but when the price isn't doing good, the community doesn't care at all. Now, when the price starts pumping again, then they care, right? But when it comes to Turbo, they don't care at all. Like, it could be doing bad again, could be doing great. They still believe in it. And that right there, I think, is so amazing when it comes to Turbo, because, of course, it's very needed. If everyone's always panic selling and then not believing in the project really isn't going to have that massive euphoric run, I think, during a fully fledged bull run. But again, I think Turbo has that, which is another component which I think could make it, very successful. It's not doing bad at all by any means, but I think it could do a lot better. Not to mention as well, it has that unique and cool factor. Now, what do I mean by this? I don't mean by, a unique and cool factor, a meme coin doesn't need to fulfill that by having a good use case. It would be a good addition. Like, for instance, you take a look at Baby Dogecoin, that has a very amazing use case, right? It's very diverse for a meme coin, also Floki. But in my opinion, it's not entirely necessary as long as the angle, for the meme coin is unique and amazing enough. Because if you take a look at it, Turbo does have that covered. Again, use case is pretty much lacking, in my opinion. It's pretty much caca, but it doesn't matter because it's a meme coin. And after all, it is a meme coin created by AI. And this right here, in my opinion, is the unique selling point that Turbo has, because other meme coins out there, sure, they're cool, but are they created by AI? Much like Turbo, Now, some of them are starting to pop up as of right now. People are hyping into some, meme coins allegedly created by AI. But when it comes to Turbo, it's pretty much the pioneer. This is how amazing it is, and pretty much if you actually take a look at something like Turbo, the fantastic thing about it is that it's basically kind of like, the way I take a look at it, the next up and coming version of like a Pepe or like a Book of Meme. The reason why is because, those are Frogty meme coins, of course, Turbo, Frogty meme coin, that's the way I take a look at it. But again, the unique selling point that it has is that, it is a meme coin created by AI. And that right there, I think, is really going to allow for it to reach amazing heights during this bull run. But only time will tell. I think 2024 is a small taste of what's to come. But I think 2025 is the real McCoy. I think that's the main course meal, if that makes sense. This is just the appetizer. But really, 50 cents wouldn't surprise me whatsoever, because if it were to go to that price, considering current circulating supply, market cap would be around $33 billion. I mean, can you imagine that? Now, this may seem like a lot, but it's not really in the grand scheme of things. We've seen like Dogecoin reach over 80 billion, SHIB reach around 40 billion. So it's not, bad by any means. Like, it's not too crazy, if that makes sense, right? If Turbo needed like a $200 billion market cap or like $100 billion market cap to go to the price of 50 cents, then that's completely ridiculous. I don't think it could do that. But again, around a $33 billion market cap, I really don't see why not. That right there, by the way, again, 50 cents is around a 50x from here. So not only, by achieving like a glimpse of a SHIB and Doge, it's already amazing. But then in terms of hypothetical upside, it's a lot better than SHIB and Doge as of right now. Because think about this, right? Could SHIB and Doge do good? Absolutely. They've done good so far, But from this point onwards, what could do better? What could have an easier time doing a 50x, let's say? Even if, let's say, we tone things down like a 25x, let's say we have that. I think hands down, it's still even Turbo, because the market cap required, wouldn't be too outlandish. It wouldn't be too crazy, if that makes sense. The way I view Turbo is that it pretty much kind of reminds me again of like a Pepe, a book, a meme, but a lot better because it's a lot more interesting. It's a lot more unique. And I would argue that in terms of the passion, I'm not saying in terms of the size, I'm not saying in terms of the sheer volume again, right? In terms of pure passion, I think Turbo does really, defeat even something like Pepe because I think the holders are just a lot more passionate and they really do believe in Turbo. And so do I. I think it's a very special meme coin. Now, keep in mind though, I think the journey is still long because Turbo, of course, it's greatly going to depend on what Bitcoin does and also just the sentiment overall when it comes to the crypto space. And I think it's just going to get better from here on out. We're seeing a slight pullback as of right now for altcoins, generally speaking. But who cares, in my opinion? Because, again, I'm more so taking a look at 2025. I get it, we're so close to 2025 even as of right now, but let's say around 6 months from right now, maybe even a year. Things could be totally different, which is why I'm still staying patient. I'm not giving up, and pullbacks, they're bound to happen. The journey to the top isn't going to be always smooth sailing. Take a look at Bitcoin. From the price of $1, and believe it or not, at one point it was at the price of $1. Did it have a straight shot all the way to 100,000? No. I mean, of course not, right? Even the chart doesn't lie. There was multiple pullbacks along the way. Many people paper-handed, but also some people, they diamond-handed. Some people, they believed in it too. So if you take a look at it, again, the journey isn't always going to be smooth sailing, but you know what? It's only expected. So when people complain and say, oh, wow, man, can you believe this? Turbo dropped 10% or 5% or whatever the case may be, or they say that, oh, wow, it's having a pullback. Who cares? If it has a pullback, I'll accumulate more because I'm dollar cost averaging anyways. Anytime an income I'm acquiring, I'm holding, and I'm just waiting. So it really doesn't matter. So let's say the price does drop. I'll accumulate more if it pumps. I don't miss out on it because I was holding the entire time anyways. When it comes to Turbo, sometimes people underestimate this because they think that, oh yeah, man, it's not going to gain enough traction because there are so many meme coins out there. Yeah, sure, there are many meme coins out there, but it's very rare where you find something this unique, something this interesting, something this fantastic. So I think that right there is the unique angle that Turbo has. Not to mention, when people oftentimes take a look at Turbo, they think that, oh yeah, all the hype is gone, all this type of stuff. Well, I disagree. Sentiments can change very quickly. Back in early September, when I was talking about Turbo again, right, back then, right, everyone thought it was caca. They were saying, oh, it's done, it's going to keep going lower. Then suddenly what happened? Binance listing, KuCoin listing went up. Good thing I didn't stop accumulating because I understood that anything done under a high emotional state is typically never a good idea. So while I saw some people out there, they panic sold during that time again early in September, what did I do? I stayed patient. I stayed calm. I continued to accumulate because I felt like, you know what? It's going to have its day again anyways. I never thought it was going to just go off into the abyss. So when it comes to Turbo, the way I view it is that, again, it's not something I'm going to give up on because it is that amazing. And that's why I don't day trade or use leverage or swing trade. And that's why I don't try to get overtaken by my emotions because I understand that this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Even as of right now, where things are looking, slightly positive and then everyone's saying, oh, wow, the bull run could be so amazing. I'm still keeping a calm, cool, and collected mindset. I'm not deviating from my strategy. Still, anytime an income, acquiring, holding, and just waiting. That's it. Because let's face it, when there are pullbacks, which hypothetically there's going to be, multiple, in my opinion, on the journey to the 50-cent mark, what is a very bad feeling? A very bad feeling is not being able to accumulate on the dip. That's why I don't want that feeling, which is why, again, I never go all in, accumulate, hold, and I just wait. That way, dips, again, I can accumulate more if it pumps. It's fine because I accumulated anyways, right? So that's the way to take a look at it. Again, 50 cents for Turbo during this bull run wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. I think this bull run could be so amazing, especially, again, once Bitcoin goes to the price of 150,000, 200,000, maybe even beyond. Man, I don't see why at that point 50 cents or Turbo would be too much to ask for. And I'm still very bullish on Turbo. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I greatly appreciate it. It's Winley the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.